my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and I'm joined with my good friend Mark Oldroyd from Suddenly Comics, and we are the Price Variants. I haven't said that we were Price Variants for a really long time, actually. I think I always miss that extra little part. But this is the hottest Silver Age comics of the week, and what are we going to look at first, Mark?
Right, what are we going to look at first? We are going to look at, I think we've had this one before. It's Richie Rich, #1.
Yeah, I always like looking at this book just because I have I have this book.
You have it.
This is a personal thing here.
Well, it's a nice comic, isn't it? I mean,
It is a cool comic, though.
this one's a bit grubby. It's a 1.5.
Yeah, this is a 1.5. Actually, if it wasn't for just Richie Rich's face itself, it looks like it's very solid.
Yeah, if you look at the
copy.
top half, if you look at the top half,
Yeah, if he's right there, yeah.
yeah,
Like if I was going to display it, I'd just have my thumb over Richie Rich's face and then say, "Oh, look, it's like mint." It looks
it's bottom little bit here, isn't it? Just this little
yeah.
Yeah.
That one corner really messes it up.
Yeah. So how much did this sell for? This sold for $540 for a 1.5. Wow. Okay. But
Richie Rich #1 though, and it is like Richie Rich's first titled book.
yeah.
Like where it's his first titled series, I should say. There's a other one that's titled Richie Rich before
Well,
it.
let's see whether this is up or down. There you go. It's down significantly.
Yeah. So this is one of those ones that had hit the hot list at one point, like about a year or two ago. So that's not a good time to hit the hot list.
Yeah.
So what was
one of these sold for $949 in 2022. So this has nearly lost 40% of its value in a year.
wow. Yeah. It's a shame. It's a great book though. So in a way, this could be a bit of a steal of the week. We'll see. But Silver Age always feels like a steal of the week, so all of them. Yeah, but you'll notice like there's not that many sales and there's not many on the census, I believe.
No, I think it's quite a rare book. Yeah, very rare. 189 total.
Yeah. I mean, this book is kind of like early Silver Age anyways. It's like
Yeah.
1960.
1960, so it is early Silver Age, yeah.
Yeah. And you know, the census count's quite low. And if you think about it, this is like a pretty hard book to have in like in higher grades. Like these low grades, yeah, probably there's more of them. Like people probably didn't even bother slapping them. But you know, because these are given to kids and kids would just mangle them. So yeah. It's one that I'm sad to see gone down. It's true. But yeah, it's a cool book.
Yeah, it is. Right, it'll come back.
It'll come back.
Tales to Astonish, #93. Love this cover. I've got about 3 copies of this.
I actually don't have this one personally,
Oh, do you
but
not? Lots of
yeah, this is a classic cover though for Silver Surfer.
Yeah, this is one of those when I see it and I see it at a decent price, I'll buy it. So I've got about 3 of these. None of them 9.2 though.
Yeah, so I was a little bit surprised. This is a 9.2 for $960. To me, it's a classic Silver Surfer cover,
Yeah.
and it seems a little bit cheap.
Yeah,
Seems a little cheap.
I think it seems cheap as well. Let's see. There we go. It's had a COVID bump.
Actually, it's still above the. I would say still
Yeah,
above the.
it's definitely higher than there, isn't it? So April
Yeah,
2739, and it's done okay. This compared to some of the other stuff we've seen, this is
yeah,
settling above its pre-COVID level, isn't it?
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it looks like it's on the trend line, or maybe a little bit even a little higher than the
It's
trend
a
line.
little higher than the trend line because the trend would have got
Yeah.
maybe on the trend line. Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. So its peak was 1,500. You said.
Ooh, no, more than that. 2325.
Wow. Okay, so it's gone down 60%
Yeah,
roughly.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
From the COVID peak.
From the COVID peak. But yeah, but still, just don't buy during COVID. That's the rule that we have to keep on enforcing here. Yeah, I mean, this book, I actually thought I saw this one recently on some hot list. Um,
Always around.
so
It's one of those perennial ones that occasionally appears on the top 10, isn't it? Because it's such a classic cover. It's not hugely influenced by films. I
yeah,
suspect if we do get news about getting a Silver Surfer appearance in a film, then it'll go up. But this is just a good, solid Silver Age comic, isn't it?
yeah. I think, and if we get Silver Surfer, it's probably going to be with Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
and there's this scene might play out in the movie at some point, right?
Yeah.
And there's like 1700 Universal.
Yeah, and it's not huge, is it? 1700 Universal, which is, relatively low.
Yeah, I mean for Marvel, that
Yeah.
is you usually expect around 3 to 4,000,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. But it's not a number one. It's a mid-run on Tales to Escape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool cover though. I always like this book,
Yeah.
but
Me too. Right. That's a good one. Oh, we've got some Flintstones. I love me a bit of Flintstones. And we've got Frankenstein's monster on the cover. What a
yeah,
great.
this I chose this one because of the Halloween.
Yeah.
You know, it's getting close to Halloween. I thought this was a big sale. I was shocked by this one, and not no pun intended with the shock there. Um, but it's a great one. You got some Dracula,
Yeah,
you
I
got
love
some
that cover.
Frankenstein.
Absolutely love it.
And that's one of those tropes with Frankenstein that he lights up the light bulb, you know.
Yeah.
So it's and the Flintstones look very casual
Well,
considering all these monsters
they're
around them
obviously using Frankie as the light.
as a light source. Yeah, it's true.
There was no electricity back in Bedrock in.
That's true. Yeah, good point.
So
So yeah,
I love
9-6.
96 1100. I think that's quite high. This isn't a number one. It's a nice Halloween one, which is
It's Flintstones. What number?
33 or something.
33. So not even.
This is a file copy
Yeah,
where it would have to be that level.
yeah. To be that grade, it would have to be. You know,
So,
generally when you see these super high grade ones, they're file copies.
oh, there we go. I said that was a high.
This is finally a record, a
Wait,
really big record at that.
a big record. So this sold, the last one of these sold in 2019 for $185, and it's just sold for 1,140. Now that's what we should have been investing in.
Yeah, high grade Flintstones comics.
It should have been buying 9.6 file copy Flintstones, Alan. You never.
Wow, I never knew. That is insane.
That is
But the
definitely
weird thing is, if you look at the previous point, it was actually down, like a little. It looks like it was slightly down.
2050, 2005, then 2019 and gone down a bit, and then suddenly it's gone rocketing up. I mean, that was a good purchase. Whoever bought that for $156.
Did really well.
Yeah. How many of these are there? There can't be many of them.
There can't be many, no.
15.
15. Wow, that's almost like golden age level. That is golden age level of rarity.
Let's have a look at the overview. Oh, that is the only one.
That's so it's the highest graded copy too.
And,
Wow.
and it sold 3 times.
Wow.
So that person there who bought that in July 2019 has sold it at a profit of nearly $1,000.
Nice. I mean, you know, you get these kind of classic elements. I mean, this is a cool book. I actually have to say, this is a cool book. The cover is cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's the highest grade on the census.
Yeah.
You know, I think seems like a really high price though. I was like shocked when I saw it. It was very outlierish. There was like
rated copy. There's only one of them.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. No competition.
No competition. Guy who bought it here knew what he was doing. He's waited 4 years and he's made 1,000. He's got 10 times his money back nearly. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
really good.
That's the way to do it. Like that one. Uh,
Mm.
oh, we got
So you never know what to invest in. Now this one I think is down considerably. I was actually more curious about this one because I love this character. This is Tales of Suspense number 52, first appearance of Black Widow.
beautiful looking.
Um,
Really nice 7-0.
oh, it's really pretty too. Yeah.
You got
Um,
is that the first Black Widow?
yeah, this first Black Widow, and she's on the cover too. And she's the thing I like about this book is that's the original design for the Black Widow. She's like kind of like looks like the sort of rich, wearing the fur coat,
Yeah.
wearing that veil that they always
Yeah.
wear when they're widows.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
That's a great cover. Well, let's see how this one did. I like it. 1,500 for a 7-0. Really nice looking 7-0 as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's down. I'm pretty sure because Black Widow's, the character's dead, I guess.
First appearance of Black Widow, first appearance of Boris Turganov, death of Anton Vanko, and death of Boris Turganov. Oh, so it's Boris Turganov's first appearance.
And last appearance.
Oh dear, this is struggling.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those ones where I think the Black Widow movie came out during COVID, right?
Yeah, it did.
So
Just after, it was one of the first ones just after, wasn't it? Oh, where have I gone? It was one of the first ones just after.
yeah. Um, so it's one of those ones where it got its price correction during the COVID peak
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah.
Um, I would actually say like if you can sort of ignore all those humpies, like right from there, yeah, from there to maybe whatever that big down point is, I think it almost becomes and you could almost see like a trend line there. Like, like
Yeah, just about. We can convince ourselves, Alan, it's not really down.
you can start if you squint hard enough, you can see it. So yeah. So what was the peak on this one? I think I bought mine during the peak of this book, by the way.
3,300.
And then it went down to 1,500. So
Um,
again about 75 75% down.
no, I guess that's half its value, isn't it? Half, 50% down.
50% down. Okay, not too bad. I mean, for some of these ones, we've been seeing books that are down like 90%. So
Yeah, we have.
this doesn't seem that
Bad. It's not too bad.
yeah. I mean, I think if the character comes back to life somehow, this book could come back to life somehow.
Not going to for a bit, is she? Because there's the new Black Widow. That's a different character.
Yeah, a Bologna or whatever her name is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many on the census for this book? This is one I'd love to upgrade, actually. I have a like fairly low book graded.
2,000. 2,100.
Yeah. So not a bad census count.
No, no, not bad.
But yeah, I always love this one. It's a very cool book.
Good cover.
Mm.
Good cover. Right.
Yes.
How many have we done?
That
One more. Right.
one
Oh,
more?
look at this. Ooh. First appearance, Poison Ivy.
Mm. This
Classic.
is Batman 121, is it? I forget the
181.
number.
180.
181. 181. I should know that.
180. Is it 181? Yeah, 181. It's like
181.
Hulk 181 is a key.
I know, yeah, 181 is a good number. So people should just invest in that number.
Yeah, so Flintstones and the number 181 are our investing tips for today.
Yeah, yeah. I love this cover. You got the dynamic duel fighting over Poison Ivy.
Brilliant.
I think that's yeah, it's just a great cover. She's the cause. So yeah.
I'm not sure,
And I like,
sure about her green tights.
yeah, she kind of looks like a girl version of the Mighty Green, the Jolly Green Giant.
That's a bit, doesn't she? Yeah.
But or
That might
Peter
be where they
like
got the,
Tinkerbell.
that might be where they got the inspiration from. Carmine Infantino cover look.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I still like it though. I love this cover.
You
Some
still,
people don't like the checkerboard stuff.
oh, I love
Like,
it.
I actually think it's cool. I always thought that was cool. I know some people don't like it. I always thought it was cool.
But
It
it
does
always
make the
helps.
book
It
stand
always
out.
helps when you've got if you've got a collection and you say, right, where's this? And you go, oh, where are the checkerboards? Because they're the 1960s. So mid
Yeah.
60s is checkerboards, and I can see them just at the top of the comic. So yeah, very
Yeah,
helpful.
no, and you get excited because oh yeah, it's the checkerboard. Yeah. Nice Silver Age stuff in there.
Right. What do we think about this? Up or down? Now, DC have been doing a bit better than Marvels in our last few shows, Alan.
So I know that during COVID, this book was hot actually.
Right. Yeah.
But there is a current, Poison Ivy series going on.
Yeah, there is, isn't it?
I'm going to guess it's down. That's my guess.
Right.
That's my guess. I'm going to get,
Right. But
and
it's
that's
not,
probably a pretty easy
not,
guess to make.
I think you're right, but I don't think it's as much down as the Marvels.
No, I doubt it.
Look at this.
Oh,
Because if that's pre-COVID, this is still above, way above its trend line.
yeah, it's above the trend line. It's actually really, it has a nice trend line, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It's just that COVID thing was kind of a mess.
But it
So
hasn't.
what was it?
So
What
the
was its peak during COVID?
COVID 27. So this has lost not nowhere near as much as the Marvel ones. This has lost
Hmm
88, from that peak, it's lost 800.
Maybe 40%.
Yeah. 800 out of to 3,000. Yeah, 20%, 25%, something like that. Yeah. So nowhere near as bad as the Marvel ones. And it's how, and if you consider where it came from pre-COVID,
Oh yeah, it did really well.
it's done really well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I bought my copy before COVID. So yeah, I always love this book. I always, to me, this is a grail book. Like I love having that first appearance of Poison Ivy. Actually, during what Batman movie was it? Batman Returns that had Poison Ivy,
Can't remember.
and she was played by Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman, yeah. Yeah.
I love the character. I thought, she
Yeah.
was sexy and kind of,
Uma
I like the whole seductress element of her.
Yeah.
And if you read the comic, actually, it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
It's Batman lets her go all the time. Like he always lets all the girls go. Like he's tough on the guys, but oh, cute girl, oh, it's okay. We won't chase her. We won't go after her. You just let her go. She'll be okay.
She's all green and planty and environmentally friendly.
Mm.
So
And in it, he actually dates her. Like I read this one, he dates her. He dates her. It's so funny. So yeah. There's 3,001. So this actually has a really high census count for DC. I mean, that's a really high census count. 3,185 universals.
this has been a key for Batman since I was collecting 40 years ago. This was a key. So if you'd got one of these, you would have got it graded.
Yeah. Also, it's one of those ones where it's set up as a key.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like this is a key, people. We're putting the character on the cover. We're introducing a character. It's just like this and Batgirl. There's a bunch that they did that with, right? Where they
yeah. Very nice. I think that's your last one for today, Alan.
That's my last one. So on Mark's channel, we're going to do actually some really big books. We're going to look at something really interesting. So got to go over to Mark's channel, check it out, and see the top 5 for the week. It's a very interesting list, actually.
Okay.
Go over there. So click the link in my description and go over to his channel. Okay. Bye for now.